Hey, good morning, guys. It's Saturday, March 30th. I'm on a solo trip today. Tia's got to work. She might come with me tomorrow. I'm headed out to a new spot. I woke up early, about 4:30. I've been on the road for about an hour and 15 minutes, and I think I still have about an hour and a half left to go. I've been looking at the spot for about a year on the map. I'm going to hit it today, and hopefully it holds some antlers for us. I know there's some deer, and I'm hoping to pick up some brown elk sheds down there because of the snow push. Might have pushed them down there this year. So stick with me. If you guys are new to the channel, thanks for subscribing. We've picked up over 100 new subscribers each week. I just want to say thank you guys. The channel's doing awesome right now. So we got some awesome content, lots of shed hunting coming. We're for sure going to hit 500 antlers this year. But stick with me. Next time you see me, hopefully we'll be picking up some antlers today. So thanks. I've been hiking for about an hour. I look down, I think we got our first deadhead. You see it right down there? Looks like a little buck or something. I haven't seen much for elk sign, but there's a lot of deer sign. This thing is ancient. There's nothing even left of them. Probably a 3 or 4 point mule deer. Well, hopefully we get into some sheds, so stay tuned. Interesting. It's like somebody leaves their pots and pans or something down here. Well, haven't found anything since that deadhead, but hopefully things pick up for me soon. I'm wanting to head up over that way. So stay tuned. Well, I've been hiking for about 3.5 hours. I thought I'd get in here and find tons of sheds and see no boot tracks, but I've seen boot tracks and I've seen horse tracks, and some guys had a fire up on the hill. So nothing will take the wind out of your sails quicker than seeing someone else in here, especially some guys on some horses. So I just caught the horse tracks again on the ridge, and I just dropped off the side. I'm side hilling, and I finally caught my first elk shed. Let me flip this around. There's an elk rub right there, and there's a super old chalky elk shed. Oh, and that thing is ancient. But finally, maybe I'm finally in the elk sheds now. Let's pick it up. Little 6-point. It's got a great third. Looks like that thing's been here for about 12 to 15 years though, so maybe this hill's the one. Let's see what else we can find. They don't get much older than this. It's actually still a pretty heavy antler. Still probably weighs 6-7 pounds, but look at that front, second, third's great. Little sword, busted off on his 5th and 6th there. But let's see what else we can find. Well, I just found that chalky shed right there. Stopped, ate something real quick, got a drink, strapped that shed to my pack. And I think I see his other side right there. Can you see that old chalky thing? I think we just matched him up. Maybe. Looks like it. That is old as dirt. This one looks a little bit smaller though. Well, looks like my luck's changing maybe. Let's pick this thing up. Yeah, I'll bet that's him. Gosh, these things are old. I might not normally keep these things being that old, but I haven't found much today. But I got that deadhead that I found, which I didn't keep. And And then I've got this 6x6 set that's probably 12 years old. And for now, I'll strap it to the pack just because I don't have anything else. But hopefully we can get into some browns soon. Oh, I just barely sat down the glass. First place I lifted my binos, and I see an elk shed over there. But man, I don't really want to hike down and go up and get it, but it doesn't look as old as these sheds over here. So I may end up hiking over there. It's probably a hard white from last year. While I was up over there, glassed up the shed. Getting close. You see it in there? Might be a better one than I thought. Laying tines down. That's okay. I don't discriminate. It's from last year. Hard white. It's not a bad one. Still brown a little. Got a tiny third again. But maybe we can match them up. It's got an awesome front, short second, short third, good fourth. But I'll take that. And it's 1 o'clock. We have been hiking for about 3 or 4 hours. And I haven't found a single shed. But I just found a deadhead. A little tiny 5-point raghorn. Looks like his ivories are gone. Little guy, but at least they're brown. It's like this is where he was laying. You can see all the fur and everything there. Parts of his skeleton, rib cage. Been here for a while, but maybe this is where the bulls are hanging out, so maybe I'll turn up a brown in here somewhere. Well, I had my little saw, my hand saw, so I got these cut off, strapped on the pack. They're just little. He is a tiny little raghorn. These things probably weigh maybe 1 to 2 pounds each. They're tiny, but at least they're brown. But let's keep heading over that way, see what we can find. Hopefully we turn up something else. So I found that deadhead. Looks like I got another little tiny deadhead. No wonder I can't find any antlers. All these bulls are dead. They're all small ones anyways. This is crazy. At least this one's a little bit bigger. Oh, man. Tia says she's seeing sign all over, but she hasn't found a single shed. She said that she's found 2 carcasses, but the heads are missing. It's just crazy. I can't believe. This is just west of where I found that 4x4 little deadhead muley last weekend. But let's get these cut off. I see one ivory still on there. Might try to get that thing out. But let's get these cut off and throw it on the pack. Let me just show them to you real quick before I get them cut off. It's just a young bull, kind of got cool fronts. He's got a double devil's tine on him. Just a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, little 5x5. But I'm gonna get these cut off and then we'll head back to the truck. Well, just matched up my second set of the day. So I got that one little ragger and this one's a little bit bigger, but I matched them both up pretty easy. Just turned around and there they were. Well, it's been about 20-30 minutes. I just found another dead elk. I think this one's a cow. I don't see any antlers. Pretty crazy. This winter's been real rough on them or something. Looks like I might have an ivory or 2 to pull out of there. See if I got any bears that are home. he's home. Definitely quite a few caves. Well, that other bull down there didn't have any antlers. Its head was missing. But I see another deadhead. Another little ragger. Another little 5-point busted on one side. This one's tiny. Looks like his ivories are gone. Man, I thought we'd find some browns today, but all I've seen is boot tracks, but I'll take those. Maybe a pound or 3 pounds of browns, but that's it. Well, I just climbed down this canyon, been hiking along. There's a lot of elk sign in here. Been hiking along this trail and just came upon a little tiny brownie. It's just a little raghorn, right side. But I haven't seen any boot tracks yet, so hopefully that's a good sign. Let's get him picked up and see what else we can turn up. Just a little ragger. Tiny, tiny guy. He's been off for a little while too. Just a light cedar colored one. Let's see what else we can turn up. Oh, I just came into this clearing. Turned around, I see an old white one. It's like an old chalk. Super old. Man, I didn't think stuff like that gets messed around here. Well, let's see what else we can turn up. Well, I'm coming down this elk trail and I can see some sort of old chalky shed right through the tree. Looks like a mule deer shed. Super old one. And that thing is super chalky and pink. But let's pick it up, see what else we can find. Well, it's been a little while since I picked up this last shed, but I'm kind of up on this ledge and I think I see a little tiny antler. Can you see it next to that tree? Looks like an old raghorn chalker. But let's hike down there, go check it out. Maybe we'll see something else on that little bench or something. Man. Another ancient chalky raghorn. Thing is tiny. It's got no front, tiny second. It's just a tiny little ragger. But we did pretty good this week. We've got about 13 or 14 antlers, so not the type that we're looking for, but maybe we'll get lucky and find some browns. I got a big trip planned this weekend with some guys. One guy from Idaho, he's bringing a friend from Nebraska. So stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching. Well, a little bit slower weekend. There's 13 antlers here. The two that are missing are from the deadhead muley that I didn't pick up. It was so old and chalky, it's not worth taking. We did end up with 7 browns here, but 6 of them are all from cutoffs from deadheads. And then that one raghorn brown that I found the other day. But still quite a few chalk, only one hard white. Hopefully we pick up some more this weekend. We've got a big trip planned with some guys. So hopefully things turn around for us. We pick up some brown deer and some brown elk. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, guys.